have a question. Where Asians where the business at? You got to think time is different.
Asians at night. Oh, okay.
So my question was, in the scenario you just gave, were they married? That's what you're saying. If you were married.
Yeah, I said he your husband, great man to you, great father to your kids.
Right. So I think that if you know that it's a bad, so it just, again, it's going to depend on the decision. But if you know that it's a bad decision, right, and you're having a conversation, I don't gamble with kids. I don't gamble with your kids when they're in my classroom, right? And these aren't even my children. So if it's a poor decision, kids lead by example, right? I mean, they learn by example. So you're technically teaching them something that's not, I don't know what the decision is on what the scenario is, but if you know that it's poor, nobody wants to what's the word?
Trust a man. Nobody wants to trust a man.
That's not trusting a man, because if she's trusting you and you're so you just said people make mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can trust a man and he leads you off a cliff. You like no.
I trust.
So what I'm definitely using it in a scenario, but what I'm saying is she can show that she believes everything that you say, but sometimes it's okay to get a second opinion. If from a woman, if you guys are talking, you having a conversation with each other, like, babe, this is why I think it probably wouldn't be.
He wasn't negating her opinion at all. He was trying to get to just one simple premise that in a relationship, if you are going to fight against what he's saying that needs to be done within a relationship, then the conflict will arise and you guys will break up. If you're not in a leaderless relationship, that's all he was saying. It's not,
okay. I just heard the kid situation.
Yeah, the whole point of that he was trying to determine. That's why he was asking if she was the leader, he was the leader, or they're both the leader. Because ultimately, that was the point he was trying to get across. Is if in this particular situation, let's say for the sake of argument, that she is the person that understands the topic more than the other guy does, more than her husband does, or whatever, right? In her particular situation, what he was trying to get her to essentially say is, let's say for the sake of argument, he's not budging. What would your decision be at that point? Would you roll with the punches and roll with the man, even if you went and go with his decision? Or are you going to veto his decision and do things your way? There's no more. Y'all had y'all conversation. Y'all tried to talk it out. He's saying no. Is she going to roll with it, or she's going to do what she wants to do?
Sure. So I think that she should probably, if it's your guy and you trust his leadership, you should follow him. But I will also admit that even when you're talking to leaders, any leader over any major corporate, a leader he doesn't know everything. That's why he has people under him to do things, and he listens. Leaders have to listen as well, make wise decisions, and they have to understand that I'm not a pro at everything. So we both know that she's the expert in that particular field, and she shows that that's her thing. Why would you not? Is it like your balls need to be? Why would you not want to take that? Because you just said that's something that she's great at, right?
Right. Let's say for the sake of argument, he did consider all of that, and he still believed. That's the whole. We're just trying to get to the point where the decision is made.
You're just saying the executive decision should be. Yeah, I mean,
even if it's going to hurt somebody, right? I'm just we're trying to get to what happens, who's going to make the decision. We're throwing in all these caveats, and hold on.
So if you're saying that it's going to, that's where the line.
No. Listen, Shan, we're trying to get it to a point where we're trying to figure out who makes the decision. Even because hold on, wait. Everybody,
Shan. I understand what you're saying, but this is why it's so hard to follow you. You just clearly said, even if it hurts somebody, why would anybody put themselves? Make some sense around
Shan, we're not making it. We're not under the assumption that the dude is intentionally trying to hurt the family. The hurt part
knows it's going to hurt the family.
Shan, stop.
I'm not following that. I'm not going to follow anything that I feel like now.
No, we understand. Hold on, wait. We understand. That's the whole point. That's what we were trying to get to. Is that if you say, I want to go left, and he says, I want to go right. Let's say for the sake of argument, he doesn't believe it's going to hurt y'all as a family. He truly believes in his plan. he truly says, I think this is going to work. The after result may be that it hurt y'all, it may not hurt y'all, but you are the other person in the decision-making part in the situation. And you're saying, this is going to hurt us if we do it. I don't want to do this. And he's saying, let's do this. We're not assuming that he thinks it's going to hurt y'all in the end. He thinks it's going to work out for the best. You think your decision is going to work out for the best.
Get in there too, Sweeney.
So you would say that you would still all right, no, what would you do?
I would say, I'm going to follow your lead, but understand that if this does not go right, I'm going to lose so much confidence because I'm telling you what I see, and I strongly believe this, but you are the man and I will follow you. But understand that this decision, if it does not go right, will make me lose my confidence.
That's when you just leave her right there. And you say,
I'm giving you an honest answer because I'm telling you. So this is the thing. You can't see everything. It could be your blind spot. It could be something that you're just not good at. And I think that as people, I think that there are things that men are strong in, and I think that women are strong.
Hold on, you gotta let it land, Will. You gotta let it land, Will.
We are not all knowing. We're human, right? But if I see something that could lead us somewhere that we do not want to be, and I say, okay, I'm gonna fold because you are the man, and I want to. And I'm gonna give you that, but understand you can't. If the outcome is it goes terribly wrong, that puts in this situation, you can't be mad at me for taking that in consideration. And now I look at it a little different. Like I'm gonna be always like, dang, I can't trust because I don't want to be in this situation no more.
You're right. That's for him to just
let me interrupt real quick.
Hold on, Will. Hold on. Let's let Darwin in there.
So with that logic, Shane, it makes sense. If he does make a decision and the turnout, the results is bad, you're going to lose confidence. Got it. So is it safe to say that women who by default up front don't believe in a man should exercise his leadership before there's even a bad result, by default, they don't even have confidence in him, initial confidence in him. Right?
I don't understand that question.
If you're saying that you're going to lose confidence if something bad happened in an event that he exercised his decision using his leadership.
So
women who don't even allow you to get to that point up front, they're saying, no, you need to come through me before you even make the initial decision. They by default, they don't have any confidence in him.
Because they couldn't possibly.
So let me just say this. Let me just say this.
You get what I'm saying?
I have to address this because I'm so over it, right? The men in my life are great leaders. There's no, but I'm talking to the masses because I know that there's a small group of men I will even follow, right? It just so happened I surround myself with great men who I believe that I would not be in that situation. Most of the men we think alike. They have strong head. I would even have you in my circle.
I got it.
If we didn't think alike, right? But when I'm talking to a platform full of people and I've seen people make bad choices, especially when it comes to kids, because I teach kids, I feel like if you know that your kid, because there are situations, y'all don't see this every day. We do. Men mistaken see this every day. Poor decisions being made. And it trickles into what we have to do. So I'm going to take it from a standpoint.
So you're using your experience of seeing.
Hold on. Let him
Huh?
You're using the experiences that you witness as a way to be able to either extend confidence or not. It's not necessarily based on whether he was a good leader or not. It's based off of your surroundings, your environment, the experience.
No. I'm saying that for my life, I choose to deal with leaders, right? But I'm saying when we're talking on a platform, everybody's not me. Everybody don't have the same people in their life that I have in my life, okay? So when we're talking on a platform, I'm saying in general, if I know that I'm in a situation, let's just say I didn't have, and because men lead, some men are not leaders and they lead women astray all the time. And these women know this shit is wrong and they still go with it. And then kids then got involved. It's a whole bunch of things that have gotten involved. Me, I surround myself with men. I think that, from what I've known, I think that Bruiser, you, Sweeney, the things I know about you guys are great leaders, right?
You had to know
that you're not
Right. So
Everybody.
my question, I guess my question is, do you believe the United States military that protects this nation has a great leadership representation that men should adopt in their relationships?
In the United States military, I don't know enough about it, so I don't know. But I've met some military.
She's talking about chain of command. Do you believe the chain of command?
The greatest military on the planet.
Do you think the greatest military ever on the planet has a great leadership representation that men should adopt?
For sure.
So if you believe that, then you believe that if he makes a decision, it should not be challenged or questioned.
It depends on the man.